The upgrade card pre-approved me for an $8,000 limit with just a soft credit pull, so there's no guesswork involved. I know exactly how much they're offering before I fully sign up and trigger any sort of hard credit pull. And guess what? You can do the same thing. So once you click the link below, it's gonna look like this, and I'll show you how to fill out each box. I know it says personal loans, but don't get confused by this. It's just gonna show you any products that is available to you. And they go all the way up to $50,000, guys. View your offers in minutes, low fixed rates, affordable monthly payments, and no prepayment fees. And you can even be eligible for a $200 intro bonus, and we'll talk about that later. So the first thing you want to do is I would always start with the maximum allowable offer. Anytime a credit card issuer is asking you what loan amount you want or how much of a credit limit you want, you always want to max this box out because they're going to counter offer you with whatever they're willing to give you. This is just a behavioral question. All right, so I'm just going to go with the max since it already tells me 50,000. I'm going to fill that out. And then for loan purpose, I'm just going to choose the first box, which is pay off credit cards, and then check your rates. Now here you just fill out your personal information. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Now here it says, how much do you make in a year? So just put whatever your household income is. You want to basically make this as high as possible legally. And so just use your combined income if you have a partner that you share bills with. If it's just you, then just use your income, but also include things like dividends from stocks and bonds. Use anything like retirement income from any other account that you may have. Use things like side income like DoorDash and Uber Eats, things like that you want to include here. Then you just sign up with an email and a password and check your rate. It comes with a $200 welcome bonus when you start using a new rewards checking account and make 3 purchases. Now there's some other ways to qualify, which we're going to get into. Now the rewards are get 3% cash back for everyday purchases, which is great. 2% for all other purchases. You control how you pay for your purchases. Pay now with no interest. As you can see, that's in bold. So they are really trying to emphasize that you can pay with no interest, or you can pay later. All right, that's going to be for installment payments. And then you can get extra spending power when you have rewards checking through upgrade. And there's no annual fee, absolutely no annual fee. So what is pay now and pay later? So it says you decide which purchases you want to pay now with no interest and which to pay later over time at a fixed rate. And for extra spending power, it's connect your one card to a rewards checking account and get extra spending power. You may be granted extra spending power if you designate a rewards checking account to be the source of payments for your pay now feature of your upgrade one card. And you maintain positive available balance in the designated rewards checking account. As long as you're in good standing, if you meet those conditions, you can be granted extra spending power, and that's going to be at a maximum of $5,000. So as it says right here, the upgrade card goes up to $25,000. So that's the maximum that you can get for, normal people with normal incomes. They're going to go up to 25K. So to get the 3 and 2% elevated rewards categories, you're going to need to qualify with a few different actions. And so this is what it looks like. It says to earn 3 or 2% cash back on the upgrade one card, you must open a rewards checking account through upgrade and either activate the pay now feature on your upgrade one card and keep that feature linked to your rewards checking account, or maintain each month a qualifying active rewards checking account as described here. So to maintain an active rewards checking account that qualifies, you'll need to at least have an average daily balance of $2,500 or direct deposit at least $1,000 per month, or have 8 eligible purchases with your rewards checking debit card. So those are the 3 ways to have that qualifying checking account that will make you eligible for that 3 and 2% cash back. So it said earlier about these everyday purchases that you can earn that elevated 3% back in. And these are the categories that you can earn that in. You can earn it in categories like convenience stores, drugstores, restaurants, and bars, including deliveries and gas stations, as well as recurring payments on utilities and monthly subscriptions, including phone, cable, and TV, and other streaming services. You will earn 2% cash back for all other one card purchases. Also, the 3% cashback is limited to $500 in rewards per calendar year. After the $500, you will earn 2% cash back. I would say that's a pretty wide range of bonus categories that you can earn 3% cash back in. So if you don't set up a qualifying rewards checking account, then you can expect to earn 1.5% cash back on all purchases, as it says right here. You will earn 1.5% cash back on all purchases if you don't meet those qualifications. And so another thing you need to know about the one card is that those cashback rewards are going to apply to your next statement balance automatically. So for some people like me, I love that idea. I love the fact that I can set up automatic redemptions like with other cards. But with this one, maybe if you're somebody that wanted to hold off and wait and really rack up those rewards and use them, every once a season or something like that, then you might not like that. So let's talk about what this card truly is. Now, Upgrade does things a little bit different just to distinguish themselves in the larger credit card landscape. This is technically a line of credit. So this more so qualifies as an installment account. What they call this is a hybrid card. It's really a hybrid of three things. It's a hybrid of a debit card because you can pay now from your checking account. It's a credit card because it's in a card form and you can draw down on your available credit anytime you want, and you get the fraud protections of a credit card. And then it's also a line of credit because technically if you choose to pay later, then it's going to split it up into equal installment payments over that 36-month term. And so I know it might be a little confusing if you're used to just using credit cards or having a business line of credit or having a debit card. It's kind of like a mixture of the three. So I just want to show you, Upgrade has a few cards already. If you don't know about Upgrade, they have an Upgrade Cash Rewards, Bitcoin Rewards, which I don't think anybody's going to want. And they have a Life Rewards. Now, the difference with this card, which launched fairly recently, less than a year ago, is that this card lets you pay now and not have to accrue any interest. All the other cards that they offer will automatically start accruing interest as soon as you charge the card. As soon as you draw down on that available limit is when you start accruing that interest. So this card allows you to bypass that and really use this interest free like a credit card. So speaking of interest, let's talk about how you actually achieve that and what are the rules around using this card in an interest-free way. And so if you choose pay later, those purchases will accrue interest, as it says here, at the fixed APR shown on your truth in lending disclosure. And says, even after you make the purchase, you may change the designation of that purchase from pay now to pay later or vice versa up until the 12 p.m. deadline Pacific time on the day after your purchase settles. So here's a little bit more about how that works. So once you set your preferences, it will start automatically using either pay now or pay later as your standard default preference. And so you don't have to go back in and manually set those up every time you make a purchase. So don't worry about that. So another thing you want to keep in mind is that the pay now feature will work whether you have the Upgrade checking account or not. You can set it up to automatically pull from your existing checking account, whatever that may be, whether it's Chase or Bank of America. You can set that up as your default payment method. So it will automatically debit from your preferred checking account. So as this card, as I told you earlier, is considered like a hybrid between a debit card and a credit card and a line of credit, you might be wondering, how is that going to be reported to the credit bureaus? Well, this is how it's reported. It's reported as an installment account. It's not going to be as effective as a standard credit card because you're not going to have a utilization rate to calculate. But listen, it does positively affect your payment history when you pay on time, of course, and it will positively affect your credit mix. And like I discussed in earlier videos, a FICO score high achiever has on average 5 installment accounts and 6 revolving accounts. So credit cards and installment loans. And so if you don't have those fully filled out, it's going to help you out in the credit mix category. Generally speaking, an installment loan like this card can function as, if you choose pay later, is really going to be good for big ticket items like you see here, like a refrigerator or a stove or a washing machine or dryer. And so for those large purchases, it will save you a little bit of money if you split that up evenly. You'll pay it off quicker. And typically for installment loans, the APR is going to be less than with a credit card. To get the interest-free usage out of this, you can't carry a balance at all, not even for a day. Like, you have to pay that balance off within like a 12-hour window. So you can't carry it for a week or a month. And I just want you guys to keep in mind that I let my newsletter subscribers know about this card over a month ago. I'll leave a link to that below, and it comes with my free credit limit increase cheat sheet as well. So since you like seeing your credit limit before approval, I actually made a running list of all of the cars that have this same feature, and you'll definitely want to see that in the next video right here. Thank you for watching.